Okay, let's review the gold opportunity. Yeah, it might work. What I don't like about this setup is the low distance between the trigger points. This is the only reason I don't like it. I see a strong rejection here from resistance, indicating that there might break down. And you see beforehand, this trigger point was weak. It might break down. You see a strong rejection from resistance. Let's look. Yeah. So I don't like this setup, honestly. I don't like this setup. It might work. We can analyze it together. Hey, the gambling man. Crude oil gave us beautiful opportunity, and now Florian found an opportunity on gold. What do you think can be the reason I don't like this setup? For what reason? Yeah, several reasons why I don't like this setup, and anticipated gold break, and I don't want if it's going to be a true break or a false break. That's exactly why I don't like this setup. Since the last time copper hit a trigger point, it was here at resistance. We can see that there are strong sellers here. It bounced again. Same for silver. Strong sellers bounced. Support broke. Now silver is at support. Copper is not yet, and platinum not yet. So gold, in my opinion, gold can either make a true break or a false break. In both cases, I'm waiting. I'm not buying gold. The gambling man, do you see the same? Why I don't like this setup? Okay, strong sellers. Another trigger point here. It might want to hit. Same for copper. Platinum is above. It might want to hit support. So I anticipated gold will either make a true break or a false break. In both cases, I don't feel comfortable. Okay, can you share the gambling man? Why you don't like? Why you didn't go along here, the gambling man? For what reasons? Okay, okay. So I'll go with 1 micro because there's a large room here. Okay, only 1 micro. And I'll trail my stop loss. I'll manage my position according to silver's reaction. Okay, I told you it might be a false break or a true break. So I went in with 1 contract, 20 tick stop loss on gold. Gold will either stop me out or move down with a huge momentum. So to me, it's a high risk to reward ratio trade. If it works, it will give me a nice movement. And if it doesn't, that's also fine with me. Okay, now I see that silver hit support. Okay, we need to see exactly what it's gonna do. Okay, at this point, I anticipate that gold will move down lower. So the gambling, you anticipate that gold will drop down, because at this point, I admit at this point, I'm not sure if it's a true break or a false break. I'm not sure. Because there's a large room here, the risk to reward ratio of this trade is going to be huge if it works. And if it doesn't, that's fine. That's also fine. If the risk to reward ratio here wasn't sufficient, I wouldn't go short here. Okay, we can see that silver retests right now its resistance, and copper hit its resistance right now. Okay, so it's not going to be an easy trade, but let's see. The gambling, when you think it will drop or you don't know, because right now I don't know. I told you I don't know if it's a false break or a true break. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Now platinum hit support, so yeah, it might go back up, but let's see. It looks like platinum wants to break. Copper is still respecting. By reading the price action, the gambling, when I identify sellers here, but you know, it can be a false break, as I said beforehand. But I like your observation. I like your observation. You looked, I mean, it was far away from the trigger point. When it gets back, there's a high chance of bouncing back. I like your observation. Oh, you don't like the area? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's not an equal setup. And of course, not a place to move the stop loss, not to add another contract, that's for sure. Yeah, it was a false break. I still think God will break down. The thing is that I don't want to take large risks, so my stop loss is very tight. It might stop me out. Honestly. I'll go in again. Looks like it wants to break the gambling man. It really looks like, confirmed by the correlated assets. Why do you think the gambling man will it break down, or it will stop me out? Or you don't know? It's also a legit answer. You say that they are weakening. Messiah, they are weakening. I didn't want to move my stop loss beforehand. I really didn't want. But you see, do you see they are weakening? Okay, I understand. Okay. Now I see the buyers are weakening, but you see the buyers are weakening, message? Or it's just my imagination, which is also possible. I'm not going to add more, but I'll do let silver hit resistance and will give gold the opportunity to break. But I'm not going to add more contracts to it because to me the buyers are weakening. Okay, but I don't want to add more contracts. I'll just wait. They didn't work. We need to wait for another line, as I said, here or here. Yeah, Toga makes sense. It makes sense. Because this line was respected before, uh, statistically, I expected gold to break. I still think that it's gonna break, but I entered not at the right timing. That's why I didn't move my stop loss. As the gambling man said beforehand, yeah, the gambling man said beforehand that he doesn't like this area at all. So probably if you want to trade gold today, you will probably wait for another line. Now regarding the ORB, um, let's see. You don't know how to identify buyer sellers weakening. It's combination of statistics. You know, this support has been visited, respected beforehand. We can see the correlated assets strong sellers at resistance. It's just a matter of timing. In my opinion, it's just a matter of timing. My timing wasn't good, and I didn't want to risk more and add more contracts. I prefer to cut the loss because it can go even up higher. I know, guys, it's not easy to cut the loss, but you know what? We need to do it sometimes and find another opportunities. And you know what else, guys? I have the confidence that CTP will give me great opportunities. So I'm not afraid to cut the loss. Mm, Florian, great question. No, we look at the other instruments, HO and RB. Okay, so no hidden secret. um, my hidden secret is combined statistic like edge rules. Message, what report would you look for on gold? Gold is so stupid, guys, so stupid. Now it's gonna drop. Boom. So stupid, guys. You don't have it yet? I have it. Just let me know what to look for. Okay. Okay. Let me get you access. Guys, you can say that it wants to break down. You can say it again, Ringman. It wants to break down. It's clear to me. It's very, very clear to me. They're pushing the gambling man. How come you can't see the same? How come? They're pushing, guys. Thank you. Thank you. It's funny. They're pushing, guys. Yeah, guys, I admit the setup is not clear. Not easy at all, I admit. Definitely not an A+ setup, guys. In addition, there's a huge fight here on silver between buyers and sellers because you see, guys, it's the end of a zone, and usually there's a fight between buyers and sellers. So, and it's going to be reflected on gold as well. That's why it's not an A+ setup as it seems right now. Buyers and sellers are fighting here. Whenever the buyers will give up, the buyers on gold will also give up, and gold will give us the movement we expect. But it's a good lesson. It's a good lesson. Just teasing me, token, you think? Yeah, sometimes God is more stupid than Nasdaq. Sometimes. Sellers are pushing, guys. This is what I see. I see sellers here. Pushing, pushing. Monsieur, any meaningful insight from Edgeful you can give me? What's the probability of hitting the next support? You see anything meaningful? This is a critical timing. If you can tell me, what's the probability? Message? Any meaningful statistics? Oh, I see. I see. Okay. No information. Okay. So I need to rely on what I see. And I see sellers. I see strong sellers, guys. With my crystal ball. There's a fight here, guys, between buyers and sellers because it's not easy for. Okay, I want to explain. Silver is now about to. It's about to leave a zone, a zone of support. Okay, usually when this happens, it's very hard to break because there's a huge fight between buyers and sellers. Okay, there's a large room here and an area of consolidation here. So it's not easy for silver to break. That's why gold struggled to break. Okay, mainly because of silver. So this is the explanation of what we see right now, why gold is struggling. Okay, but when silver breaks, it will be much easier for gold to break also. But it's not easy for silver to break, guys, because it needs to leave a strong zone of consolidation when there's a huge fight between buyers and sellers. Buyers are trying to push up higher and sellers are trying to push down. But when the sellers will take control, you see that the market will accelerate to the downside and gold will do the same. Gold will also accelerate to the downside when the buyers will give up on silver. Okay, you'll see the acceleration. Okay, and it's an important point to secure profit and to trail to BE, because if at this point it doesn't work, then it's not going to work. And if it's going to work, it's going to give you a large movement. Okay, look at silver. Now I'm going to follow gold with one contract because platinum is hitting support now. I want to secure some of my profits. So I'll follow gold. Again, I see strong sellers, but I want to secure my profits. Right now I'm out of risk. I made my money back. As you can see, I made my money back. I'm out of risk. I let gold give me the movement I expect, and if it stops me out at break even, that's more than okay. Again, it's a zone where the buyers and sellers are fighting. Not easy, really not easy, guys. I don't want to take another risk here. Message, you can yeah, do whatever you need to. It's okay. Do whatever you need to with Edgeful. You can use your Discord name. No worries. Okay, I wanted to secure my profit, guys, because this is a zone of a big fight between buyers and sellers. I made my money back. Okay, so I'm happy. And right now I prefer, guys, to wait for another line to get visited. What's about crude oil? Nothing. Okay, so you saw, guys, you saw 3 trades. 2 of them were small losers, and the third one was a big winner. So I made my money back, right? Small losers and big winners. And the losers were small because I cut the loss size. I cut the loss once I saw that it doesn't go in my favor. Okay, right now, guys, we see that the buyers won. Okay, the sellers didn't give up here. I told you guys that whenever the market leaves the zone of trigger points, there's a huge fight between buyers and sellers. So we can see that the sellers did not give up here. Okay, and I manage my position accordingly. Guys, the trigger points give you lots of valuable information you can take advantage of to manage your risk and manage your position. You see, guys, silver, at least until this point, silver was struggling to break this zone, and we were part of the fight here on gold. So to me right now, guys, to me this trigger point is a dangerous zone. Okay, it's a dangerous zone. It's a zone of a big fight between buyers and sellers, especially for silver. So we do not take any trades from this trigger point. Okay, we already took 2 small losers, one winner, big winner. Let's see what silver did. I want to show you guys the opportunity on crude oil. By the way, guys, I still believe that gold will break and silver will break. Okay, I still believe, but since I don't know when it's gonna happen, I don't want to take risk here. This is the long opportunity on crude oil. Bad neighborhood, the gambling when you call it bad neighbor. Yeah, it's I like it. guys, I still believe in the downtrend on gold, but as I said beforehand, it's a dangerous zone. I still believe in the downtrend on gold.